Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Disco Elysium. We're still here in the shipping container with the mega rich light bending man, and we have a decision to make because first of all let me see if the skill checks are still here. Okay, they are still here. So we have two different red checks here. One is to present a sound investment plan, and the other one is to present one that is sure to fail. Of course, if I fail the red check, then I will probably present a bad plan if I try to make a good plan. The question is, what happens if I try to present a bad plan but fail the skill check? Will it be extra bad or will it be good? I mean, that is something to take into consideration because my chances are actually pretty low here. I can increase them. I have some outfit for conceptualization, but I think it's a good question to ask whether I may want to fail intentionally here, right? The problem is I don't know if that is going to be better than passing a skill check for whatever plan I want to pitch here. So I think I will try to increase my chances, and then I just have to decide if I want to go for the good plan or the bad plan. Right, this is a jacket I stole from Steban for more conceptualization, and we have the shirt as well. And Harry is all light bended in this picture as well. And yeah, I think that's actually it. I think it's these two items for conceptualization. So, let's see how my chances are now.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
I mean, they're even, although not really. I mean, 42% is not even, exactly. So what do we want to do? Do we want to try a good plan? I feel it is objectively funnier if you deliberately try to present a bad plan. So I'm going for the bad one. Let's see.
Congratulations.
Well.
You've somehow managed to fail at failing, which means, in a strange way, that you've succeeded.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel that is what it should mean, right? You should invest in a youth center. Yeah, I don't know. That is probably not a good investment idea, but it is what you get if you fail at failing.
A youth center, huh? What kind of youth center?
Well, let's see.
A place to train buff kids.
A place to train buff kids. Well, physical instrument would say that, of course.
Come on, tell him what he wants to hear.
Well, you failed my skill check, but I guess I will listen to you on this one. One dedicated to instilling liberal economic values in children from low net worth families. That's actually not a bad plan, in a sense that it is something he would probably agree to. Want to inspire the future leaders of tomorrow to public service. You know, regular youth center with basketball courts and stuff to really develop their physical proficiency. Yeah, I mean, this is what physical instrument would suggest. But I guess I will go with the suggestion that conceptualization gave me. I will tell him what he wants to hear. And this is probably it.
Brilliant. Without children, who'll be there to buy stuff in the future?
Exactly. Yes, and if it doesn't work out, we can always repurpose the center as a shopping mall or private equity firm. That's probably what he wants to hear, yes.
When life closes a door, it opens a window, yes? What's the expected return on this?
Well, I don't know. I just made up this entire plan. Highly educated, work-ready human capital ready to be directed towards any number of your vast interests. With human beings, there's always a risk associated, which is why we've got to hold on to the center itself as a fallback. Huh. I don't know. I guess I will go for the first one. That sounds like some good venture capitalist speak.
You're deep into ultra-liberal territory now. Good work.
I'm doing my best. I wonder if I actually get any points for that.
Very impressive. You've got a natural eye for unusual investment opportunities.
Well, thank you.
I don't normally do this without a formal pitch deck, but to hell with it. What's the point of being rich if you have to follow all the rules?
Right.
Here's the round of seed
well.
funding. This should be enough to prove out the concept and get things off the ground.
Okay, I mean, I feel that is not enough to start a youth center, but since I don't really intend to do that anyway, I guess I will take your money. Thank you for placing your unwavering trust in me. Thank you for the handout. No, this is an investment, clearly.
Remember, it's not a handout.
Right.
It's an investment, and I expect to see returns.
I mean, by the time that he will asking for returns, I will probably be far away from this place. At least, that's what I hope.
The lieutenant stands there, dumbfounded. His mouth opens slightly, then closes again.
Yep, you did not expect that. I actually got some money out of this.
Is he having a stroke?
What do you think, Kim? Not bad, huh? Kim, are you alright? Kim, are you having a stroke? Well, I hope not.
No, I'm not having a stroke. You're just still full of surprises. Something bad, but some good.
I will take that as a compliment, sort of.
The lieutenant has granted you an aura of legitimacy. Bathe in it, but don't let your satisfaction show. Play it cool.
Alright.
Now, was there anything else I could help you gentlemen with?
Well, apparently not. That's all I can do here. Yeah, thank you for your time. I have to go back and, invest the money you gave me.
The pleasure was mine. Unfortunately, I must be away soon. The next time we meet, I'll be expecting an update on my investment.
Yeah, I probably won't be back here.
Farewell, friend, and may your peace of mind guide you to happiness.
Right. Okay, so apparently failing a skill check where you are supposed to fail is going to be a success. Who would have thought that? So maybe equipping all these items to give me more conceptualization wasn't necessary because it only lowered my chances to fail or succeed in this case. But okay, he gave me money. I think it's kind of hard to tell because somehow my money bar is kind of screwed up. But either way, I will switch back into my regular outfit. I don't need all that conceptualization anymore. And yeah, I think the rest is fine. Alright, I'll be off. And yeah, he actually gave me the money. I have quite a bit now, which means I may want to go on a shopping spree and start buying some random stuff. But first, let's go back to Evra. That's what we came here for, right? And talk to him about a cell. I don't expect much to come out of it, but why not? This is not a fishing rod, is it? It's... what is it? Oh, you're talking about the thing over here? I don't know, it looks like a fishing rod from afar, but I wouldn't know, to be honest.
Mr. Dubois, the word in Martinez is a certain police officer is once again happily reunited with his service weapon. Congratulations, my friend.
Oh, you heard about that already? Figures.
I prefer my police officers old-fashioned like that, with a gun. You can do so many things with a gun that you can't do without one. Now, what can I help you with?
Yeah, I can shoot, for example. Look, my gun. Show it to him. Remember the container I asked you about? Turns out there's a mega-rich light-bending guy inside. I met a girl named Estelle who said she's working with you. A few more questions about the harbor. Okay, so I actually have numerous new options here. So, sure, I guess I'll show him my gun.
My. She's quite the looker, Harry. You can't imagine how pleased I am the two of you are reunited.
I'm sure you are.
Tell me, was it difficult to convince the pigs to give it up?
Well, not really. I just had to tell her that the gun isn't loaded, and then she didn't want it anymore. So no, not at all.
I knew you could handle it. I know my special policeman. Anyway, I'm glad you're all right and armed again, Harry. Now, what can Everard Clare do for you?
Yeah, I just met a mega rich light bending guy inside the shipping container. Although I'm guessing that for him he wouldn't be light bending because he probably has enough money that the ratio isn't enough for light bending or whatever that was called.
Mega rich light bending guy? Oh my god. How did that get in there?
I have no idea. Apparently he used it to travel. He's so rich he could get in anywhere. Slime like him must have oozed in through the cracks. He must have been in the container when someone accidentally closed the door. I don't know how he got in there. Yeah, I mean, this is the most likely explanation. But then again, he was able to open it from inside, so it's not like he was locked inside, right? I guess he's just rich enough to get inside there, one way or the other.
Damn it to hell, Harry. I specifically told my guys to check all the containers for mega rich light bending guys.
Really? Well, maybe they haven't checked enough. Nothing can stop an innovative mind. I think he wants to take down the proletariat, Evra. Kim, tell him he was there. You know, some of him may have been a figment of my imagination. I mean, yeah, Kim saw the guy, but he didn't see the light bending, right? Maybe the light bending was a figment of my imagination. The man certainly not, because he gave me money, and the money seems to be very real. I don't know, Kim, will you back me up on this?
There was a guy in the container, but he didn't bend any light. That was in the detective's head.
Yeah, I was afraid that you would say that.
Honestly, guys, we might be moving a spot of drugs through this harbour, but I won't be caught transporting the light-bending mega-rich. I have a reputation to protect.
Yes, for God's sake, you're a socialist. The mega-rich are people too. He was a nice man. Gave me stock tips. Yes, the transportation of the mega-rich should be more tightly regulated. Didn't seem like he was safe. You should be honored by the presence of this Magus. He was a half-Ravasholian blood and amassed his wealth using the mysterious bond of nationhood. Yeah, maybe you should do something about that if you actually are a socialist.
You're right, Harry. I am a socialist. I'm going to catch the mega-rich guy inside the container and harvest his energy to power the harbour's fog lights.
I mean, that sounds like a good plan. Also, if you get rid of the mega-rich guy, I won't have to pay back his investment. So, win-win, right?
I shudder to think what you're going to tell me next, Harry.
Well, I can tell you about a cell and her drug lab.
Not for 1 second did he believe there's an actual mega-rich person somewhere in his container town.
Well, I mean, that's his loss. But okay, yeah, let's talk about a cell now.
Funny. That doesn't ring any bells, Harry.
Funny. She was trying to set up a narcotics operation in the old church on the coast.
Oh, that a cell. Yes, I do seem to remember sending a pretty young thing down there to liven up the place. Get some anodic music in there.
Well, I actually helped her with that. Did you also tell her to start the amphetamine lab? Anodic music, liven up the place. Yes, that checks out. Let's change the subject. Yeah, what about the drug lab?
Amphetamine lab? That sounds very immoral and debauched. Frankly, a health risk. But what do I know about kids these days? The music they listen to, the drugs they do while they listen to that music.
He shakes his head with a melancholy smile.
It sounds to me like you are trying to start an amphetamine lab in the district. And you're using some delinquents you found, God knows where, to set it up and run it for you.
Found God knows where? That a cell is the daughter of Miko the kebab, a man who once killed a guy with a kebab. I think a daughter of a man who killed a man with a kebab can handle running a little nightclub, don't you?
Well, tell me more about Miko the kebab.
Maybe it was Bogovin. Or Jakub. I think it might have been Conrad.
Anyway, I shut down the amphetamine production, but let them go on with the nightclub plan, say nothing. Yeah, I did shut down the drug lab, but the nightclub is go.
A nightclub? Harry, I'm an old-fashioned guy. After work, I like to listen to some rock and roll music and have a non-alcoholic lager. Nightclubs don't interest me.
Okay, whatever.
But here I am, talking about myself, when you have much more important things going on. Tell me, Harry, how can I help you?
Alright, well, that didn't really go anywhere, although it did give me some XP, so I'm not complaining. Do I have any more questions about the harbor, though?
I'm always happy to educate and entertain you, my friend. So, what's on your mind?
Well, I mean, there might be options hidden somewhere inside these dialogue options, but I won't try them all now, so I guess that's it for now.
Very nice, Harry. Is there any...
Alright, never mind. I'm going to leave. So, yeah, my quest journal is cleaning up pretty nicely. And yeah, I did get some ultra-liberal points for my great investment idea, I believe. Anyway, this is done. So I think there was one more thing I wanted to do, and that is talk to Lillian again. Retry the skill check, although I doubt that I have enough points for that now. But we will give it a try. So first I have to go back to a place from where I can fast travel. I feel there should be at least one fast travel spot somewhere here in the harbor. Always takes forever to get back from here. Go through the office. And now down here. Also, do I have any tear to turn in? I haven't really collected a lot in recent times.
The tear machine stands in the corner. As your bottles clunk into the machine.
Well, a little bit. A very, very little bit. Also, I have a lot of money now, so do you have anything to sell?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants
Okay,
and
the
juice
raincoat.
bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
I think I don't need the raincoat. I don't need +1 endurance. I have other stuff that give me more endurance. What about this stuff over here?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint-Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Alright, I mean I have a lot for my morale. 13 charges, but why not buy some more healing items?
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay,
Give me
here.
another one.
I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Alright, I have 13 charges for each now. I guess that's going to be enough. What about the drugs?
A colourful display.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Yeah, I believe I have enough alcohol. And I do have cigarettes as well, so never mind. Now, let's leave. As a matter of fact, why don't we check in with Sileng? I mean, he had a bunch of stuff on sale. Now, let's see.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes, keep saving that economy.
I mean, half-light might be useful in some situations, and it's cheap, so sure.
You
let's
won't
buy it.
regret it, officer.
Right, I guess I'm going to buy this one as well because I have enough money now. And right, he has like this stuff over here.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
They are very expensive, but I can afford it now. So, give me those sneakers.
Super cool. Now the premium lifestyle is yours, officer.
Thank
The
you.
sneakers seem to vibrate in your hands with an almost mystical energy.
Okay, now let me buy the speakers. Right, I actually wanted to buy the speakers. And the speakers are really cheap. I'm not sure if I really need them. I feel this might be something that would have been useful for the nightclub quest at some point, but at this point in time, not sure if I need them, but I will buy them anyway.
The junk is yours, officer. Happy listening. Try not.
Alright. And what do you have here?
Shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
I'm not really sure if I need any of that. I should save some money for the second board game. I think that was a little bit pricier. So maybe I'm going to leave this stuff for now. Now, I mean, I could pawn them in for significantly more than I paid for them. Why did you even buy those? These are no magic speakers. These are lame speakers. All they will ever produce is a faint memory of the song you're trying to listen to. Sell them for cash. Well, I would actually be able to sell them for quite a bit. And yeah, I still have the filament that I can pawn in. And this one, which I probably don't need. But what about the clothes that I just bought? I mean, these aren't bad, and my perception already is like super high, so I can afford to get rid of some of that. It will decrease my encyclopedia, but I can increase my encyclopedia, so that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, I guess I'm going to wear the sneakers instead. I mean, the boots looked better, but I guess in this case I'm going for the increased stats. And yeah, I'm not going to wear these, but they might be useful for skill checks at some point. Right, well, nice talking to you. Now, let me quickly go back to the bookshop. Oh, hang on.
Was that? Could it be the Calder Mama Dakwa?
What?
No, it's probably just your imagination ringing in your ear.
Is it? Is there ringing? Listen more closely. Probably not. Discard thought. Yeah, remember, that is one of the crypto animals. Sure, let's listen more closely.
There seems to be an extremely high-pitched ring. Ultrasonic. Lena said it was very high-pitched, right? It's like something tickles your ear.
Okay.
Lena also said that it couldn't be heard by any other animal, including humans. What you're hearing must just be a regular bird.
That would be the logical assumption.
Honestly, your ear isn't hearing a whole lot. The distant hum of the industrial harbor, the traffic. But, admittedly, there is a high-pitched noise somewhere there too. But then, isn't there always?
Wait, Kim, do you hear a high-pitched noise? Listen closely first. Move your head towards the sound. Yeah, let's listen a bit more closely first.
There it is again. You're about to rediscover a long-lost species.
Well, maybe you just have some sort of tinnitus.
Yeah, but how are you going to catch it?
Well, let's keep listening.
It must be very close. Maybe, just maybe, it will come toward you. Keep still. It might perch on your shoulder.
Okay, well, let's keep still.
What are you doing? You're a police officer, not a pansy ornithologist. The only birds you should be looking for are healthy women of childbearing age.
Well, I'm not sure how many healthy women of childbearing age would be interested in you, Harry. So, Kim, do you hear that high-pitched noise?
No, I don't hear the Coldomama d'Aqua, and neither do you.
But you immediately made the connection to the Coldomama d'Aqua, huh?
Of course he doesn't. He's deaf.
He's deaf. Okay, well, hold very still and hope the bird comes to perch on your shoulder. Move your head towards the sound. Now let's try to hold very still.
Oh no. The sound. It's moving away. Somewhere over there.
Okay.
Go after it. No. Too late. It's gone.
Oh
There is
no.
no ringing anymore. Just the sound of the streets.
Well, maybe if I listen more.
Keep your ears peeled, then. If the species really has migrated to Martinez, you're sure to hear it again.
Okay, well, I guess I should keep listening. I did get a thought, so let's have a look at that. You heard it, the mysterious Coldomama d'Aqua. You're certain that you did. Well, maybe not quite certain, but let's say you're hopeful, because it would make you very special to be the only human being who can hear this invisible, incorporeal bird, this animate whisper, this particle of sound. You're going to have to keep listening, sharpen your ear. Takes a long time to research, so I probably won't bother with this one. Anyway, I was actually on my way to the bookshop and spent more money. Specifically, there was another
A small
game.
mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games.
Yeah,
for
let's
all
buy the
ages.
Wirral game.
A lot
If you say so, but you better stay away from those immoral occult rituals.
Right. Now, let's have a look at that. A hypersternal fantastique populaire board game, illustrated with bucolic vistas and featuring odd-looking humanoid creatures. It's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements module and can't be played without the main game. What? So I just bought like the expansion, and I don't actually have the main game. Well, that sucks.
large letters on the front form a title. Wirral. The colorful box is illustrated with bucolic vistas. The cover art also features odd-looking humanoids. Some short, some taller, some with pointy ears, others with ephemeral wings.
Well, let's examine the box, I suppose.
Text underneath the title in smaller typeface reads, 3rd edition, Mega Setting Supplements module. The side panel adds, a sword and sorcery adventure board game with new maps and miniatures.
Let's shake the box.
Mysterious things rattle inside. What could they be? Dice? Plastic miniatures? A fantastical alternate world full of magic and wonder?
Well, I guess I have to open it to find out.
None of that witless man from Heimdall, fascist dross, hidden behind faux realistic allegory. Wirral is no cliché-ridden apologia for colonial violence. Wirral is pure imagination. Yes, the Wirral setting is known for its complicated system of political alignments. But if you're not into that, you can just hack your way through dungeons in search of loot. That's what most people do.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, let's look at the back.
A blurb on the back reads, tired of the tedium and toil of modern life? Escape to Wirral. Leave behind e-solas and nations with their petty squabbles. Discard electricity, magnets, and boring technological widgets. Succumb to a world of high pasternal fantastique. Unleash your imagination and create an adventure of endless possibilities. Discover the terrible secret threatening Wirral. Can your band of adventurers save the world?
Yes, we are ready to take on this challenge. I'm not sure I can handle all this responsibility. Definitely not, it sounds dangerous. I think I'm ready to take on this challenge.
Exactly. That's the spirit. All you have to do is read an intricate rulebook, study an assortment of maps, unfold the illustrated game board, and start rolling dice. In no time, you could be romping through grasslands with low-level characters, hunted by Iskala riders, or battling unspeakable monsters in endless dungeons fraught with danger and despair, conjuring up forceful magics to aid your quest. Don't forget heated arguments escalating to physical confrontation with your friends.
Of course.
And most importantly, never forget to rage quit if the dice don't go your way.
Well, so far I haven't rage quit in this game when the dice didn't go my way. Either way, let's open the box.
You pry open the box. Inside you find a folded up map, a small booklet, a 24-sided die, and a little plastic figurine.
Well, let's look at the map.
A reprint of a crude hand-drawn map. The top left corner reads, Lands of Wirral. The map features both small villages and mid-sized towns with odd names, in addition to meadows, forests, hills, lakes and seas, also with odd names. It doesn't seem to correspond with anything you've seen thus far. It's not a very helpful map.
Well, let's look at the booklet.
A quick guide to the magical races of Wirral. Create your own hero, choosing from any of these completely unique and fantastical backgrounds. The options are in order of importance. The Welkin, the Tweog, the humans, the fairy folk, and the pygmies.
Well, let's read about the Welkin first.
The Welkin, tall, lithe, and graceful, with long flowing hair and pointy ears. They're known for being powerful magic users, but can also hold their own in a brawn-driven fight.
So they are kinda like elves, basically.
The Welkin come with a variety of exciting sub-races. High Welkin, Forest Welkin, Lake Welkin, and Snow Welkin. But if you're not feeling experimental, a basic Welkin will always do.
A basic Welkin. Okay, let's read about the Dwergar.
A grand race of industrious mountain people. They're short, stout, and muscular, and enjoy digging for gold and other precious minerals. They're also well versed in the art of combat, where they prefer to use axes and hammers.
Alright, clearly these are dwarfs.
The Tweog also come in a few different sub-races. Hill Tweog, Shield Tweog, and Dark Tweog.
And then let's read about the humans.
They're just humans. What else is there to tell? They're average in all stats, and jacks of all trades.
Well, which is funny, because as you know, when I'm playing RPGs, I usually just go for the boring humans, specifically because they are boring and nondescript and flexible, and, I have more, freedom to play them how I want them, since they're not bound to a certain lore, elves and dwarves. There are certain stereotypes how an elf or a dwarf should be. And with a human, I'm not bound to any of these stereotypes, and I have more flexibility to play this character like I want. But yeah, tell me more about the fairy folk.
A very small race of flying people, known for being mischievous, full of trickery. They often lure people into their magical traps. There are no sub-races for the fairies.
And what about the pygmies?
The least popular of the Wirral races, the pygmies, are short, rotund, and dim-witted. Pygmies live in small villages made of shoddy wooden dwellings. They spend most of their days tilling the earth and smoking their pipes. There are no sub-races for the pygmies.
It seems that a lot less ideas went into the fairies and pygmies, since they don't actually have any sub-races. Okay, anyway, I guess we're going to take a look at the
It's
die
made
now.
from some sort of wood and has been decorated with peculiar plant motifs. You don't know much about dice, but this one looks pretty damn fancy.
Alright, well, I guess I will take the die.
You place the die into your pocket.
Oh,
It's always good to have luck on your side.
I should have a closer look at that soon. And let me look at the figurines.
You see a man in ragged clothes wearing a lopsided hat and wielding some sort of a firearm.
Huh, interesting. A communard.
Okay, but what's that doing in this game? What's so interesting about that? That doesn't sound very Wirral-like. Yeah, what's so interesting about it?
The figurine is not a part of the real game setting. I guess someone misplaced it during the packaging process.
Does this mean we can't play? Maybe someone should make a role-playing game set during the revolution. Maybe in a few hundred years someone will. I feel that maybe it's a little bit too soon at this moment. But yeah, does this mean we can't play?
I have a feeling the figurines are more there to set the scene than anything else.
Alright, so why is this still open?
You pick the figurine up
Okay.
by the base to meet your gaze. The little plastic man stares back at you, his face contorted into a disturbing shout. Then you pocket it.
Alright, so I got the figurine. Figurine set revolutionary. Alright, let's close the box.
A colorful box with the title Wirral in bold letters. It's a board game.
And now all I can do is put the box away. Yeah, I can't actually play this one because apparently it's not the base game, it's just an expansion. Standard Wirral die. This basic 24-sided role-playing die can be used to get results for several dice. It's made of East Semini snakewood and embellished with plant motifs. It reminds you of plain and hill welkins. Note, look at the map tab in journal to see which white checks have opened. Oh, okay, apparently this may have opened some checks for me. And we have this figurine. What a nice little figurine. A turn-of-the-century leftist revolutionary in ragged clothes. On his head lies a lopsided hat, seemingly an ushanka. In his hand he carries a little musket. Maybe this is a figurine I can give to the innocents, right? But I mean, she didn't want my other figurine either, so not sure if that's really going to help me in any form. As far as I can tell, none of these checks has unlocked since last time. I mean, we still have this one. I can definitely try this one again, and we got the one with Kim. Yeah, I'm not sure why you can't properly scroll this tab. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything has unlocked since the last time. I mean, a lot of these are empathy and volition, which is something that I can't increase anymore. And I'm not sure if these two are really important enough to invest any points into them. Just for the sake of trying that check again. I also don't really remember this one. Yeah, I do remember. We failed it like a few episodes ago. Okay, well, whatever. I guess that's all I can do here. Can't play the game. Now, instead, let's travel to the shack and let's talk to Lillian again and see how this skill check is looking like now.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with you and those waves? Never mind the waves, let's stay on track here. Yeah, what is it with you and those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me.
Alright, fair enough.
But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
Well, I feel this hasn't improved at all. Even if I send Kim away, it probably won't increase my chances a lot. And I mean, I had like some minus points for not having found a proper spot on the beach. Apparently I have found one now because those minus points are no longer here, but it hasn't changed anything. At least not in terms of my chances. But I have some other dialogue options here. That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way. Point to the sunken vehicle. I'm not sure if she cares.
Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
It's an installation, wet your lips, very conceptual. It's a sign of the carnage to come, the great culling. I wasn't feeling it. It was an accident, I'm sorry. I got drunk and apparently drove it in the sea. An official investigation has been launched by me to determine just that, ma'am. I don't know. I mean, this reply is kind of funny.
That's great. Until then, you should maybe start thinking about the funeral.
The funeral for the car?
Sire, she doth not believe it wasn't you.
You are suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage? No, that's senseless sentimentality. Inanimate objects don't have souls. I'm actually in the middle of a murder investigation right now. Yeah, are you suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage?
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
I don't think they have funerals for motor carriages. What an odd thought. Maybe I should. I don't want a funeral. I hate death. I don't know. Maybe I should. He seemed very distressed when he learned that it is his car.
Why odd? Our things are part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
Alright, fair enough.
Life world. Someone's been reading up on last century Gotvaldian philosophers. Play it cool now.
Alright, I'm in, but organizing a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it? I don't get attached, definitely not to things. I don't know. I wouldn't be completely opposed to it.
Oh yeah? You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake?
Difficult decisions.
Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
Well, you might be right about that. It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities, like rejuvenate the doomed commercial area. Let's focus on the things we can actually do, alright? I mean, some side activities certainly helped us out here.
Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's focus on the things we do get to do. Like the murder investigation, for example.
Yeah, we certainly have to go back to that. I'm looking for someone else, actually. Do I look for anyone else?
Oh? Who?
No, I don't.
Really? Are you sure you're not also looking for Nadia Harnancourt? Or Ignis Nielsen? Or the great lost city of Ace, under the waves?
Hey, I actually know who Ignis Nielsen is now.
A lot of stuff.
She concurs with a smile. Yeah, that's what cops do. I'm an agent of unstoppable forces. No one can escape what's coming for them. Yeah, I guess that's what cops do.
I guess that makes you into some sort of terrier. Either way, I can't help you out.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't really look. I'm not really looking for anyone except Ruby. So we should get back to that. And yeah, I guess we will finally have another look at the Feld building. Let's travel to the church. I guess it's a little bit closer from here. Oh dear, I don't actually remember how I got there. Can I get there from this point? Relax, it's not yours. You didn't crash every MC in Revachol, hopefully. I don't think you did. I don't think you did. Okay, here we go. Now, we have done a lot of work at the coast. Let's see how this increased our odds.
The once bright mural towers above you, saying, Feld Electrical, R&D. Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Alright, that is actually quite a lot. It's so much it barely fits the page. +3, found the empty trap. +3, heard Lena's true story. +1, reconstructed execution. +2, made that awful call. +1, confronted the pigs. +2, established the nightclub. +2, discovered the anomaly. +3, death notification. +1, found the jacket. Okay, so apparently all that counts towards the skill check. So obviously, if I fail this now, I'm in big trouble, because what else can I do?
Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
And where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
So what is happening?
She's down there.
Below the building. Say, I think she's down there below the building.
Okay. Why?
The wind told me. We've looked everywhere else. Ever since I woke up, maybe even before, I've been getting these strange cold spells. I think if I tell Kim that it's the wind, he's going to be looking at me funny, so I'm just going for number 2 here.
Right. How do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
Yes, Savoir-Faire, you didn't really do much in this game so far. There's a ladder next to the sign. Point to it. Perhaps we can climb it. Enter through the roof. Oh yeah, that might be a good idea.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
But I mean, it's not like Harry is any younger than that.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
Okay, so we can use a ladder, but it might be dangerous. Okay, well, there's something over here as well. I don't think this was here before. At least I couldn't see it. So maybe I should check this out first. Some kind of pipe.
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotting boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the Feld building?
Maybe.
A building like this must have multiple doors serving various functions. Perhaps a basement access.
This might be a basement access. However, the episode is getting kind of long, so I won't be able to find out now. I will have a closer look at it in the next episode, and I guess one way or the other, whether by pipe or ladder, we will finally enter the Feld building in the next episode. So as always, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.